Alright, so we got Krill and Etienne. Today is finally the day that we actually rebuild, not even rebuild, we're going to disassemble and clean all these carbs. The rebuild will be in the next part of the video, and then obviously putting them back on the car and tuning it will be in another part of the video. We're going to get straight into it because I can't bother to waste time. I really want to do this, and hopefully the car will be running at the end of this. First, what we need to do is, oh my god, it won't focus, the exposure, is put some fuel in the E30, move it. No. Oh fuck, hold on. Yeah, bro, it's all fiberglass, it's minor. Plus, hopefully we don't dent it whilst drifting, but
it's gonna happen. But you're gonna tap some walls or some shit.
And we are gonna tap some. The last time I started the car, there was no fuel in it. So this time.
Now we got 2 bars.
Yeah, now we got 2 bars. That's good. Last time there was no fuel in the car, so it just died. So hopefully this will pull through fuel through and it should be blessed. Alright, so I completely forgot to make an intro for this part of the video. Do not worry, we do not just use this camera angle, we change the camera angles so you get better view. But essentially I'm explaining that we're going to disassemble the carbs and that we're using a video to do it. So it's not the most detailed video ever, but hopefully you get an idea of what we're doing. This is our first time doing it as well. But it went alright, I'd say. We'll see.
Got the target audience here.
Wow. Keep all the other screws, same screws together.
Yeah. And then that. Your piston, the needle, look at that, man.
That's dirty.
Alright, so this is where we're at. We've already taken off the top bowl thing. We took this nut off here. This is to drain your float bowl, so any excess fuel. Took off the top, took out the spring and then the piston, which is all in there. If you want to have a look, and we're going to clean all that up, and some parts are getting replaced, like the needle and the gaskets and stuff. I also did change my trousers. Great. What we're going to do now is we're going to disconnect this here. We're going to take the nut out, put the nut back in. Also this hose here, and then we're eventually going to remove this. This is your like twisting thing that like adjusts the fuel mixture. I don't even know what it's called at this point, but you change it and it adjusts the mixtures. So we're going to take it all out, give it all a good clean, replace a few bits, put it all back together, and we should be sound. The main thing that I'm looking for is the float bolt. I think the floats are wrong, or something's not wrong with the float. Something's gone wrong with the floats, so we'll get to that when we take off the float ball. So we are gonna remove this whole float bowl. I keep saying float, but it's just one nut here, so we're gonna do that now. So as you can see, it's literally just one nut, and then the whole float bowl came out. We're going to disconnect it, see what's going on with the floats and stuff. We'll have to reset them. The camera angles might change because I think Krill's got to go back in a bit. So yeah, this is your float. That gasket looks alright. This is like your jet or something, I'm not too sure, but this is where you adjust your float, is this little metal piece here. So you want it, yeah, look, that doesn't look too good. So when the jet is pushed up, you want it to sit like that there. I don't know actually, we're gonna have to have a look, measure it, see if it's all good, but I feel like this just might be sticking or something. I'm not too sure. We have got a brand new one of these, so we'll get to replacing them in a sec. But alright, so now that we've cleaned the top of the float bowl, cleaned the float itself, you know, we put the new jet in, put the pin back in, our float's sitting nice and pretty. So now all we're going to do is quickly clean our actual float bowls here, and we're going to reassemble the float. I mean, look how grim that one is. There was literally shit in mine. And then we'll reassemble the float and hopefully everything should be all good. So yeah. Right, there's just
Oh, bastard! Bless.
Nah, that's minor inconvenience. Continue. Oh, what's just fell?
Everything's
Your
going wrong,
gaskets just
bro.
fell. Everything's going wrong.
Restart.
Restart. This is all making it, by the way. This is all going in the video. This has to. Put your gasket on.
So, gasket on.
Nice.
Fuck, which way did this go?
Well, it only goes one way. It goes with them on the outside. Like that on the outside.
Definitely, yeah.
Probably. I can look at a photo.
About to fucking find out. Drop that in. Drop that on.
Nice. Where are the bolts for that?
Good question.
Yeah, yours are there.
My nose is running.
Alright, so after all of that, we've got all of our pieces. Oh, I just hit the camera. These have been fully disassembled, reconnected everything. The piston, it is ready to go back in. We've cleaned up all of this. This has all been cleaned up. So now all we are going to do is we're going to finally clean up these little pieces, the adjusting screws and the springs. And then we're going to reconnect everything and put it all back together. So I'm going to do one and then I'll film Etienne do one, and yeah, hopefully they'll all be fully assembled. And then the step after this is going to be putting them back on the car and tuning them up. Regarding the mixture screws, we're going to put them on 3 full turns from the top, so we'll do that now.
Cool.
Alright, so we're at final assembly. Got the float bowls on. Time to put back in these. I don't even have a clue what you call these, but it is what it is. We're gonna get some oil. We've got a big drum of oil. We only need a tiny bit. We're also gonna put some on the pistons, drop the pistons in, drop these in, attach the hoses, and then put the tops back on, and then we're all good and we should be able to put them back on the car ready for tuning. So I've just done this one. That's gonna show you what I did. So dipped some oil on it just to lube it up, I guess. and then it only goes in one way because the other side of the clip has to attach to like this pin thing, this like extension arm thing. It will show you now anyways. So sorry the filming kind of stopped abruptly, so we just had to adjust this mixture screw to go further down so it would allow for us to attach this here. Now we've attached it, we're just going to attach the fuel line from this float bowl to obviously this little thing over here, and then we can drop the pistons in and the covers and we'll all be sorted.
Sweet.
I've just fully done this one, but I'll show you what we did to get to this point. Sorry about the dog barking in the background, it's annoying as hell. It's kind of cute though, I do quite like the dog. Alright, so we just put some oil in the top of this damper, and now I'm just gonna drop this in, and this will just complete. And that's it, that's the carbs fully rebuilt. So in the next video we're gonna put them on the car. But yeah, everything's moving smoothly, everything's working nicely. So that's all that matters.